Hi, this is Srimaya Mahapatra, your mindfulness coach, and today I'll talk about taking decisions. As a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a teacher, we all have a responsibility to guide others. And when we are handling others and we have a responsibility, it becomes all the more important that we take effective decisions. A person standing in Mumbai looking towards the east and starting his journey, let's say at X direction towards the east direction, and then he changes even 1 degree of his direction, then let's say Y direction, then guess what happens? His path of X will lead him to probably Tokyo, and just 1 degree of change, his path of Y will lead him to Australia. Now, why did I tell you that? I told you that because to let you know how important it is to take that decision. And even if you change a little bit of that decision, so many people under the way can get affected. That's why it is extremely important that as a leader, especially when you're a leader, it's very important that you take effective decisions. And in order to take effective decisions, I'm going to share 10 tips with you today, which can help you take wise decisions, long-term decisions, and decisions which will not confuse you or others. So how to do that? So let me share my screen and let you know what are the 10 decisions, what are the 10 steps to take mindful decisions, the 10 mindful tips to take effective decisions. Number one is that be aware of your personality, know yourself. So just make sure that you're not overconfident, you're balanced risk taker, not high risk taker, not low risk taker, somewhere in the between. And most important is that you're unbiased. When your decisions are highly driven by your emotions and emotions only, there is no logic around that. There is no, risk, assessment in that. Then it is not going to help many people. As I said, one decision, 1 degree of change, and many people will get affected if you are a leader. So just make sure that you are unbiased, your decisions are unbiased, your personality is that of an unbiased personality. You're not doing any favors, you're not taking decisions just to benefit a group of people or a set of people, but you're taking decisions to help as many as possible. And in order to do that, you need to have absolute clarity on your vision. As a person, as an individual, you need to have a very, very strong vision. In fact, a couple of days ago, I launched a video on the 6 steps to have unshakable vision as a leader. So if you've not checked it out, click on this I button somewhere and you will be able to see that video. So make sure that your personality is in line with your decision. Number 2 point is be mindful of your goals. The next thing that comes is how clear are you with your goals? If you are not clear about your vision and your purpose and which leads to your goals, then your decisions are not going to be effective. One way or the other, they are going to give you some kind of trouble, and they're going to give a lot of people a lot of trouble. So make sure that you follow this simple rule: mission first, community second, and me third. Is that be mindful of all possible options, and number 4 is that possible consequences. So if it is unidirectional decision, just one decision which you have taken out of emotionally driven decisions, it is coming out of a kind of a shock or surprise, then that decision is not going to be effective, it is not going to be wise, right? So think through all possible options. That decision, once you have all the options listed out, you can lock on one and then go ahead. But before locking on one, you need to make sure that you have pretty much good idea that if you choose, let's say, the path of X, which I gave you the example. If you choose the path of X, what are the consequences that are going to come? If you choose the path of Y, just 1 degree shift, what are the consequences that are going to come? Where are you going to land? Maybe there are option 3, option 4, option 5, right? So please make sure that you dig down all the options which you can take, satisfying your purpose, the organization's purpose, your business purpose. And also it is helping a lot of people. Think of all the options, and if you take those decisions, what are going to be the most likely outcomes? Number 5 point is that be mindful of positive feedback. All right, so stay open minded. It's always good to encourage people who have a good equation with you, who have probably more experience than you, probably are wiser than you, or more intelligent than you, or probably have more knowledge on that particular field, to help you out. You need to encourage taking feedback. It's a very, very wise decision to involve a couple of genius minds before you lock into one decision. But at the same time, make sure that you do not entertain energy drainers. It's an equation of energy, right? So you already know that there are some type of people, when you connect with them, they give you an excellent energy. You can connect with them, you can stay positive, you can talk openly. Those are the people you want to consult with before you take the decision. But if you know that there are some people, there can be in office, there can be in your personal life, there can be in your business space, there are some people who will always try to pull you down. No matter what happens, somewhere someone is always going to pull you down. Somewhere someone is always going to dislike you, is always going to hate what you're doing. It can be in your family, it can be your relatives, it can be your organizational people, it can be the colleague sitting next to you. So just understand that this is very natural. All you have to do is do not consult with them, because they will pull you down, they will pull your energy down. So every time we take a decision, it feels, sometimes I've seen people, even in my case, I've seen that it feels great to talk about it, right? To discuss about it. But be very careful, whom are you discussing your decision with? Are they positive mindset people? Are they open? And ask them to give you feedback, right? So you'll probably get some ideas. That was point number 5. Be open to be mindful of the strength of a calm mind. In fact, once again, I'll tell you, probably I'll leave a link towards the end of this video. I just, had a podcast, in-depth podcast, letting you know how a calm mind can give you infinite strength. So if you have not checked it out, go ahead and check it out. It's going to give you a lot of science behind how a calm mind is the ultimate tool that you can have to achieve anything in life. As long as your decisions are coming from a calm state of mind, an undisturbed, relaxed, chilled out mind, your decisions are going to be very, very effective. If they're coming out of an impulsive mind, a reactive mind, then they are definitely not going to serve you for long. Your decisions are going to fall down like a house of cards, right? So you don't want that to happen. You want to stay completely chilled out. Don't rush, plan and ideate well, talk with people, get feedback, and then take your decision with a very cheerful, relaxing, happy and calm mind, where you can listen to my podcast. In fact, you can go to podcast.srimaya.in. Okay, podcast.srimaya.in, and you can listen to that podcast. Number 7 point is that be mindful of not becoming a people pleaser. That's what we spoke about when I was talking about feedback. So there are people who want to please others, right? So they want to stay in the good books of everyone. Let me tell you that that's a myth. You cannot stay in the good book of everyone. If you keep trying to stay cool and nice with everyone, if you're pleasing everyone, then you will end up spending a lot of energy just doing that. And not only that, the outcome of that is going to be a very confused mind. So someone somewhere will dislike you, someone somewhere will always pull you down, someone somewhere will not align with your goals. Remember, we spoke about taking decisions must come from your purpose, a greater purpose. Some of the people do not have that kind of, they're not purpose driven. They're simply very narrow minded, and they're very ordinary and normal people. They don't understand the value of having a purpose, having a vision, having a mission. Those people will never be able to connect with you. Number 8 point is be mindful of not getting paralyzed with analysis, right? So it's a very common problem that we all have. We get analysis paralysis, right? We get into so much of uh, opinions. We get distracted with so many of ideas that we stop taking actions. So just make sure that you attach your decision making. If you've been trying to take a decision but you are not have been able to take that, then just give yourself some lively lines, not deadlines but lively lines. I call it lively lines because those dates are are emotional dates. For example, give yourself a timeline that by your next birthday you will take this decision, by your next anniversary you will take this decision. So don't just put random dates to take the decision. Put some date which has some kind of emotional connect, some kind of deep meaning in your life. Now the next point, the point number 9, is that try to be more adaptive and have a positive mindset. You see, no matter how good of a plan is, and no matter how much we ideate, something somewhere may go wrong. For example, COVID happened without knocking, right? A lot of our plans just got destroyed, but that doesn't stop you to move ahead. So that's why you need to be very adaptive. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe on all the steps that you've already done. You've done your research. You've gone in depth. You've consulted. You've taken feedback, positive feedback from people. So just believe in yourself. Even if you fail, even if you may get some failures, believe in yourself that you will push through. You will go through. So just make sure that you have that adaptive and positive mindset. I have a dedicated course on positive mindset. You can go to hub.srimaya.in and you can check out that course right now if you want. It's available to you. It's a 5 days course, and in that 5 days I take you in depth how to have a positive mindset. The last point is that you have to be firm on your communication. You have to be as assertive as possible. You have to be firm. You don't have to be rude with them, but be very authentic. So people have to be told very clearly what you are not okay with. When you're taking a decision, just make sure that you clearly tell everyone that this is the decision, this is what is going to happen, and this is what is not going to happen. Give them a clear picture. So instead of beating around the bush, instead of being non-authentic, instead of trying to please everyone, just be firm, right? And people have to be told that the decision will be implemented no matter what. So it can be your personal life, in your professional life, in your business, wherever it is. If you've taken a decision after following all the 9 points, you don't have any reason to hide anything. Quick revision on all the 10 points. If you want to take effective decisions as a leader, then number 1, be mindful of your personality. Number 2, be mindful of your goals. Number 3, be mindful of all possible options and all possible consequences. Number 5, be mindful of your positive feedback. Encourage people to give you feedback. Number 6, do not underestimate the strength of a calm mind. It's going to give you infinite strength. So always stay chilled, always stay cool. Number 7, do not become a people pleaser. Number 8, do not get into analysis paralysis. Give yourself lively lines. Okay, not deadlines, but lively lines. Number 9, be adaptive and positive in your mindset. And number 10, be firm on your communication. Let them know what is your decision. So I hope this video was really in depth, and it has given you a lot of insight. If it has, go ahead and comment in the section, comment in the video below. If you're serious about being a leader and if you really want to get into that, then go ahead and comment below. Last but not the least, I would leave a link below the description here. Um, Click there, and I would like to invite you to join my exclusive Facebook community. That is a community which helps mid-career professionals in the age group of 35 to 45 to get recognized as outstanding leaders in their workplace within 90 days of implementing my system, which is the Mindfulness Leadership System, MLS system. So if you want to get a taste of that, then go ahead, click on the link, join my community if you are in the age group of 35 to 45, and you will come to know everything about my courses, my counseling, and my community regarding MLS, Mindfulness Leadership System. So that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching this video very carefully and listening to this very carefully until to this end. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye, take care, and become a wonderful leader.